So there are a few responses. What is recurring deposit? One response is amount saved every month for a period of time, and also interest is given for amount saved. Uh, Second response is deposit a fixed amount of money at regular intervals of time for a given rate of interest. Third response is deposit of a sum at regular intervals for a fixed term period. Deposit made in intervals which allows a return on deposit for given period of time. That's another response. So if you think that this wording can be improved, please send it in. All right. So all right. Okay, I'm posing the next question. You can respond. So respond, it's a quiz. All right. Okay, there you go. You can respond it in the chat box. I posted the question. Interesting. There is mixed responses. And since I'm the only one who can see who voted, obviously I'm the one who voted for the first one. There's no right answer or wrong answer. I just wanted you to give you a challenging answer. But why could it be? Why would putting FD at the end of the year? Why would RD every month be more beneficial than FD at the end of the year? Why do you think that's beneficial? Any thoughts? You can put it in the chat box. Why would you prefer that over the other? Okay. So why because whatever you invest, you're going to get interest every month. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I just got an idea. So yeah, I need all of your attention ready in the chat box. So just to start things off, let's see. Uh, you'll have to type the answer in the next set of answers, and it is going to be more like a rapid fire. So once I can possibly project my timer. Hmm. I'll show my timer. For the first question, I'll give you, say, 1 minute just to get everyone started. And rest of it, you'll have to type in within 30 seconds, and then slowly the time will reduce to 20 seconds, 10 seconds, and you'll have to answer the question quickly, as rapid as possible. So get ready. I have just posted a random question asking if you're ready. Okay, let me get the thing set up here. All right. One of these. Okay. Oops. All right. Get ready with your chat box and let me create my timer. Okay. All right. Show the timer. Okay. Already? All right. Asking the first question and starting 30-second timer. Quick. Let's see who all can answer. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Time up. That was easy one, right? You can still send it in. It's okay until the next question. Okay, give me a second to. Okay, starting the next 30 seconds. All right. And the question is in properly describe the formula for simple interest, including the terms, as in you just gave me the formula, but I don't know what is PTR or anything. Quick, your time starts now. Now you're under pressure, right? Along with the formula. Along with the formula. Yeah. All right. Still incomplete. Yeah. So someone has sent BCAF 26 has sent EMS 45 has sent. Still your IFA 24 has sent more of right answer because what is PTR PTR by 100 is equal to? You just gave me the formula, but what is it calculating? Sorry, I'm calling you guys by roll number. It's quite hard to learn the names by now. Now, I believe, yeah, IFA 24, if you look at her answer, she has said I is equal to this, where P is this, R is this, T is this. And it would have been wonderful if she had mentioned interest earned is equal to this. That's not the maturity amount, rather interest earned. So one more 30 seconds I am going to give you. You can, one more 30 seconds I'm going to give you. You can try to think about it. What all should be mentioned? How would you exactly describe this equation? All right, let's go. Retry #1. Okay. How would you write the answer correctly is the question. Okay. Your time starts now. Same question, but this time better answer. You can copy paste from the previous one and improve your answer. Or if you saw someone else's better answer, you can take inspiration from it as well. Oh, time is already up. That was fast. Okay. I'll give you one more 30 seconds. Let this finish, then we'll start one more 30 seconds. Okay. All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, oh, I didn't start the 30-second timer. Anyway, that's okay. But you get the idea, right? It's the same question was asked thrice, and turns out 3 times we had, third time we had better answer. All right, let's do the same quickly with the, you can send in if you have typed it in or if you're typing in, you can send it in. Let's do the same, and I'm going to give you 30 seconds itself. I want to pressure test you guys. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds itself. I'll pause the question, which is, I'll give you 1 minute for this. Okay. Because it's a very scary question. I'll give you 1 minute for this. This is one of the biggest confusions in the class as well. So I'm going to ask a question. The question is, give the formula for compound interest, and your time starts now. All right, someone has mentioned one formula. What about others? Okay, time is much less. I'll give you 1 more minute. Okay, because it is a quite complex formula, I believe. I don't know. Usually that's one formula in which many of you made a lot of mistakes. That's why I'm giving you more time. Try. Maturity amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by N to the power NT or P. Number of times it's compounded annually, time period, rate of interest. All right. Yeah. You can send it in if you have typed in, don't worry. Number of times compounded. Okay, yes, beautiful. You can keep sending in if you have typed it in. And if you think that someone else has sent a better answer, you can make a note of it, or you can improve on it if you have some improvement suggestions. It's left to you. All right. Now I'll ask you a trickier question. Okay, I'm getting excited here, asking you questions. Okay, I will ask you a trickier question, and this trickier question is okay. I'll give you 30 seconds for it. Here it comes. All right, your 30 seconds starts in a few, like once I read the question. Question is, what is the amount of interest earned with compound interest? I'm not talking about maturity amount, I'm talking about amount of interest earned. And your 30 seconds starts quick. You don't have to describe the terms here, but the idea, what is the amount earned as interest? What would be the formula? Oh, time is done. Okay, one more 30 seconds since there is no response yet. Question is, what is the amount of interest earned? PR by n to the power nt. Okay. All right. 230 seconds are over. I got one response, so I'll give you one more 30 seconds. Just no, I'll not run a timer. Take a moment to think about it. What is the amount of interest? And you don't have to describe, you can just give the formula. PR by n to the power nt. Interesting. Essentially, the question is, what does this formula that we gave earlier give? That is P into 1 plus R by N to the power nt. What does it give? It gives the maturity amount. So how do you calculate the interest from it? But it's quite tricky because we never think about it. Maturity amount can be calculated by subtracting the principal. Sorry, the amount of interest can be calculated by subtracting the principal from the maturity amount. All right. Okay. I wanted you guys to start thinking about it. That's why I fired that question. All right. So usually I would always say the best way to learn is to ask questions. And there was one class in present second year PG. They were wonderful people. They had their farewell, and after their farewell, they called us and they gave us farewell. So in, in their class, mostly how the classes went is we kept asking questions. And if they asked me a question, I wouldn't answer them. Rather, we would sit and discuss and clarify their question. That is, reword their question in a better way. And turns out having the right question worded right is the answer to the question they were looking for. So often questions are the best way to learn. The one who showed us that is someone named Socrates. There is something called Socratic method. That is, keep asking questions. And questions will teach you quite a lot of new things. Okay. Now, the answer is compound interest minus principal, or if you want it in the formula, sorry, not compound interest, maturity amount minus principal. So compound interest is equal to P into 1 plus R by N to the power T minus P. All right. So now the next rapid fire question. What should it be? Okay. I think I've got an idea. Hmm. 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 Yeah, I've got an idea. Here it comes. Last week we did some, right? Okay. Oh, okay, this can be a quiz. So just give me a second. I know these are all boring for you waiting for the question, but give me a second. Let me type it in. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Okay, I am almost set. All right, I'm almost set. Posing the question. I hope you guys are ready. Yes, in the chat box. Quick. Okay, I should set a timer. Yeah, I'll set a 30-second timer to put you guys under pressure to answer. But LIC offers a plan where you deposit a fixed amount yearly for 20 years and you're paid monthly after 20 years. Which concept do they exactly use here? Options are simple interest, compound interest, annuity, perpetuity. Okay, majority votes for annuity. Interesting. There is compound interest. The interest is compounding with a very different answer. But annuity takes a lead. And that's a very polarized match here. There is a vote for perpetuity. All right. So Can you, as an, I'll just give you the question. You can use the chat box. Why? Obviously, the thing is, if it's a deposit for some time and then which runs recurringly runs, it's usually either annuity or perpetuity. Now, question is, what question? And I'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute is too less. 3 minutes to think about. All right. Okay. So here's your question. I'm giving you 3 minutes to think about it. What is the difference between annuity and perpetuity? Those who haven't voted for the previous one can vote for it. Others can type in the answer here. What's the difference between them? You can type in the answer, send it. Since we are learning collaboratively, you can confidently send in your thoughts. Someone else may improve on it, or someone else may give a different answer from which you can improve your own answer. There's an option to edit your answer. So way it is, let's learn together. I'm giving you a longer time of 3 minutes for this. What is the difference between annuity and perpetuity? There are two answers waiting for others. So the point of this question is to get you start thinking. So often we don't ask these questions ourselves. So what is the difference between them? All right, 3 minutes is over. So there are two responses. One is annuity is constant sum of money received or paid for given number of years, while perpetuity is annuity which lasts forever instead of stopping after n years. Annuity is equal to annual payment which is for specific time period, whereas perpetuity is also equal annual payment, but it lasts forever. Now, question is, who's paying? Are you going to pay or is someone else going to pay you? Either way, it is going to be annuity. Even perpetuity is a special type of annuity. It's annuity that lasts forever. All right. So they are, understand the difference between them. And one thing you can do is you can try to recheck the previous question based on your understanding. All right. Recheck the previous question, check your choices, see if Anything you want to change, any other thoughts or whatever. All right, now next question. Let me think for a second. Okay, I'll ask a very boring question. And for boring questions, I think I can give you 30 seconds. Boring question, no? All right. Okay. Oh, I'll give you say 45 seconds. That would be justice. Let me set that up first. Okay. I'll set that up first. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Your question is find annuity factor for R is equal to 6%, rate of interest or discount is equal to 6% for the period of 5 years. And you have 45 seconds. Okay. 45 seconds. What's the answer once you find it? All right, 45 seconds was a bit tricky, so I'll give you another 45 seconds. There are some answers already. Let it flow in. 4.2124. What was your first reaction and where did you search for the answer initially? What are the two ways to find the annuity factor? One is formula, other is table. When you don't have access to the table that easy, usually we have the table in our OneNote, and if it's required for exam, I think the exams office will provide it. All right. So other than that, notice that when the table is handy, you can always stick to the table. But often what happens is table may not be at our reach. So then don't hesitate to quickly take the formula and calculate it. What I'm saying is calculation may be faster than searching for the table. All right. Now, then in those lines, I'll ask one more question. Since there was less, now you guys are prepared to expect what kind of question may come, right? So, okay, your 45 seconds starts soon. Question is, find annuity factor for R is equal to 8% for the period of 10 years. Now we are better prepared to quickly answer. So, all right. One response and the timer is up. You can send it in. You can send it in. 6.7107, 6.7101. All right, yeah. So interesting thing is, I don't know how you, I would like to know that, those who solve, you can put your answers in and I'll give one final question. Okay. Okay. Here is one quick question. Not putting a timer or anything. You can quick answer at your own pace. But there will be a question with timer after this. Okay, so we have a tough competition here for the previous one. Anyway, interestingly, those who have answered, one final question. In which cases do you think annuity formula works better than the table? Can you think of some situations where this may work better? And with that, we will wind up our session in 2 minutes. Okay, just okay. One interesting observation: when the rate of interest required is not available in the table, like when rate of interest is 6.5%. In the table we used, there is 5.5%, but 6.5% is not the. But then that shouldn't stop us. We can use the formula in that case. All right, that's an interesting observation. Anyone else? Any thoughts? Put it in the chat box. We will. Oh yes, that's a wise response. When the table is not available is one scary thing. You like usually I would say if the table is in my room, I might better use the formula because by the time I search and find the table from the method room, I'm not going to solve. I can solve it with the formula much faster. All right. So you get an idea, right? When to use and when not to use. When the rate of interest is in decimal or not term period is not available on the table. That somewhat sums up everything. All right. So would love some responses if you found this class useful.